comes Aki. He does have the ultimate available. TheShy again with no mana, so not going to be able to knock anybody away. He flashes away from his turret, and that could be bad news bears here. TheShy goes down, and it's first blood to NIP. This bottom side, Doinby going to join as well. Notably, on that top side play, Rookie threw out the Weaver's Wall, didn't end up actually taking it, and so this is going to be a big numbers advantage once again for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Mako's already dead. They go in onto...
Yeah, it definitely looks like something's happening here.
PP God's going in onto JJ, followed in by that Hero's Entrance with a nice seismic shove, finds 2 for Rookie. PP God in a lot of trouble. The Ignite's taking him down. He flashes away, should be able to survive, but no, the last tick from Mako ends up finishing the job. Now it's Shanji in a bit of trouble in a 1v4. Aki dashes in as well. He's untargetable for a little bit. Doinby doesn't find anybody with the taunt, and NIP now on the retreat. TheShy looking to try to continue.
To see Aki get a little bit more involved. It felt like they blew a lot of their cooldowns early on. We'll see if they're able to kind of repeat that performance here.
So now the dragon is up. NIP want to make sure that that soul point does not go over to IG. Some of those crucial cooldowns, though, just coming back up for Invictus. And so that means that they're going to go back in. Nice hook here from Mako. And they found Leave. That's Rookie picking up a huge chunk of gold. And that means that IG are going to be able to take this dragon easily.
Yeah, that's a fantastic pick coming in from both Rookie and Mako to be able to lock that up. This dragon is gigantic. Ninjas in Pyjamas look like they're going to try and siege down mid, but PP God too far forward.
Went too far. Nicely done by Rookie to clear out the wave and make it a sticky situation for NIP. And all of a sudden, Ninjas in Pyjamas could be falling apart. Shanji now gets hit up by the seismic shove. He's going to use the public execution in onto TheShy. There comes Shanji in with Aki to finish off that kill. Another pocket, the ultimate is available for Aki, but now Shanji's still in some trouble. He gets shoved right back in. That is another kill picked up for Rookie, and now Aki is the next target. Depth charge goes on top of him. He goes invulnerable, but only for a little bit longer. Hail of arrows dances down. Try to make those plays happen. We got Baron spawning in 30 seconds. NIP want to try to find a way to bounce back. They might be in some trouble here. Chain of Corruption lands here from Gala. It's matched up by a boatload of crowd control, and the Shock Blast from over the top as well. Gala will pick up the kill as Doinby just dies for free.
Momentum that they needed to generate earlier on in the game. Rookie in particular has been excellent, but Jeja could be too far forward here. We'll see if they want to capitalize. Oh, wow. Yeah, going very aggressive in onto Shanji, and the Weaver's Wall actually cuts the Mbessa off. Doesn't even get a chance to proc the ultimate. He's already dead. Rookie picks up the kill, and now Doinby is in a lot of trouble here. Could be matched here by Aki. He gets another reset on the ultimate, but it's still overall a 2-for-1 in favor of Invictus Gaming. Most notably, though, JJ is down, which means the Otacon could be a little bit risky, so instead, IG want to continue the fight. Depth charge lands. It's followed up by a beautiful engage from Rookie, and Leave will get taken down as well. Full positioning coming in from IG in the Weaver's Wall.
Oh, Leave shifts over the wall. PP God and Shanji forced to go in. Knockup is huge, though, from Doinby. He lands a 4-man taunt, and NIP are right back into this fight. Aki dashes forward. TheShy is low, and TheShy will bleed almost to death. He's finally able to go down, but it's still a 3v3 on the map. Doinby barely gets away from the dredge line, and IG somehow make that an even fight off of the back of Gala of his own. However, the rest of NIP not here just yet as that Otacon is ticking down. Teleport finally going to come in from Doinby. He has the ultimate up in 5. Otacon's at 3,000 HP. Aki jumps over the wall. It's going to be a flip. Who's going to get it? It's secured by NIP. And now, as the Blood Roses form, the fight continues to break out. A taunt finds Gala, and he's shut down by the Nefiri. Looking to go in on the Rookie next. Shanji is still massive on the front line, and NIP find the fight. They find the Otacon, and they'll pick up the Blood Roses as the reward. In response, but likely will pay for it with his life as Shanji TP's behind him. As TheShy gonna try to make it a one-way trip. Nice accelerated Shock Blast, picks up PP God, but he will die in response. Shanji will dash forward with the E.
And from all 5 members, and it really has. We are gonna likely see it very shortly. We're gonna see the call made. PP got so low though.
Yeah, the Weaver's Wall is going to come out to try to separate people. Shanji dashes forward. It's going to be matched up by Doinby and knocks up 3, but there's not a lot of follow-up thanks to the Weaver's Wall of Rookie. And Shanji will go down first in the fight. PP God gets bursted down. Doinby's forced to go golden. IG are winning out on this one, man. A shutdown goes towards TheShy. Rookie's very low. JJ is as well. And Leave going forward. Leave has the chance to go crazy here in a 2v4. First engage will be on Agala. He's down. But now the hook lands. But it's not going to matter. Leave shifts over the wall. Leave's popping off. One more Mystic shot will do, but it does not find its mark on a Rookie. And so NIP will still have the numbers advantage. They still should make their way onto the Elder Dragon off of some heroics from Aki and Lee.
Yeah, it definitely feels like this should just be Ninjas in Pyjamas. There's no way to really contest this, but Jeja's going to try.
You're going to try to dash in there, but not going to have enough room. The sacrifice will be PB God, but it looks like Ninjas in Pyjamas want to continue the push. Onto TheShy they go with the knock-up landing. Public execution only onto one, and so Shanji will potentially get bursted down, but there goes Aki. There's the Fury, and Lee and Aki once again are going to reign supreme, nearly winning the team fight by themselves. Now it's a 2v1. Aki still has the executes, and Rookie will not succumb, but JJ will, as Aki smites him from above.
Aki absolutely dominating the tempo, you know, to be able to poke out with things like Jason, Varus, and to be able to move around the map with Talia. You just don't have that option here, but they might have found a pick.
They find PP God. However, we matched by the hero's entrance of Doinby, so once again in a 4v5, NIP want to go for the kills. Public execution comes in. Shanji gonna get knocked up with a really nice depth charge. Aki in some trouble now. Aki forced to flash away, and now IG winning the fight. 2 already go down. More poke comes out. Leave with the Mystic shots now can issue some firepower back on his own. The Elder Dragon is alive, but nobody wants to start it up just yet. Battle lines have been drawn. NIP looking to engage. PP God finds the initial start of the team fight, and that is Gala getting bursted down. Sorry, TheShy is the one who dies first in the fight. PP God gets knocked up at 3-talent strike. The target now being Leave, but he flashes away. And now a numbers advantage in for NIP. Leave still doing so much damage here with these Mystic shots. Doinby dashing away. As JJ is still alive, the Elder Dragon's still up. I don't think NIP are going to want to flip this, but here they go. They start this one up.
They're starting it. I can't believe that they're starting it here. This is a true flip coming in. A very risky move as we see IG actually have priority here. Aki's at half health.
This is where Gala can try to do some work here. The piercing arrows before the fight could begin. A teleport has come in. It is going to be Doinby rejoining the fight at full HP. As the Elder Dragon not reset just yet. Still a 4v5. TheShy respawning in 18 seconds. He's not going to be a factor here. PP God, the first to get engaged upon by Mako. The Elder's at 6,000 HP. JJ looking to go back in. PP God gets poked down to oblivion. And now another hook lands onto Shanji. He's forced to dash away. Elder's at 2,000. JJ steals the Elder. And now Doinby is going to be at the mercy of Invictus Gaming, and the Elder Dragon burns. Leave shifts forward, picks up one. Aki and Leave still so big, but the Elder is going to reign supreme. There's another Unraveled Earth. There is Gala picking up a 1,000 gold shutdown, and Invictus Gaming somehow come back. They steal away the Elder Dragon, and they are going to march into the mid lane with Super Minis to try to take game 1.
And just like that, one bad engage, one mistake, getting poked out a little bit too much at the beginning of a fight. It costs everything for Ninjas in Pyjamas. They're sieging down the Nexus turret. Shanji by himself in the base. He is not going to be enough with the Elder buff, and a game that looked like it would be a guaranteed win for Ninjas in Pyjamas. They're up 3k gold right now as their Nexus is destroyed. Yeah, I think so. We see more aggression coming in on Mako here, actually.
Oh, he actually flashes away to try to get Lee stunned up into the wall. One more double up, and Gala picks up first blood. PP God with the crash down is going to try to burn Gala down as Aki, the first juggler here in the fight. The Eep comes down, and it makes it a 1-for-1. It's a little bit faster, and now JJ has a chance to potentially match with a play on the top side. Really nice steadfast presence from Mako to prevent Leave from valking away, and that should almost assuredly be the kill. TheShy, the one to pick it up.
To try to get to their power spikes. Ninjas in Pyjamas have maybe not been as aggressive. I say that, though. Yeah, they are in the mid lane. Between worlds,
Lullaby comes out, and that is Aki.
He's staying in the area. Jeja might try to look to flip this, but it is going to be a disengage. I got concerned that Ninjas in Pyjamas were looking.
Well, the Poppy is burning. Will it be enough? There's the flash, and that will be the Feat of Warfare secured by Ninjas in Pyjamas. And now TheShy has the Dominus Pop, but he's now fighting a 1v3. He slices and dices to safety. and will get out with, see how much NIP want to contest it. Teleport does come out. PP God looking for the engage, stuns up JJ first. There's the bang into the wall, and the impale, and that's the big carry down for NIP.
PP God!
Aki is shut down. PP God goes in for a massive engage. Mako, though, with the Keeper's Verdict, will yeet one right to back out, as Shanji is now going to have to run back to try to save his team. Peel for Doinby and leave.
It's like it's going to be going down.
Yeah, it looks like Mako's ultimate is canceled by the unstoppable onslaught of Shanji, and here we go. Doinby dashes in, then dashes right back out with the Between Worlds. Dragon at 4,000. Aki flashes forward. The Lilting Lullaby only lands onto Rookie, but it pushes all of IG away. JJ doesn't want to get into the pit. He doesn't want to flash in, and so will be secured here by Ninjas in Pyjamas, and now they're looking for more. Rookie forced to flash away. Aki unstoppable here in this front line, looking to try to burst him down. Doinby takes down Mako first, and IG are now on the run, but here comes the Impale.
Shockwave!
Gonna be able to do a lot of damage here as well. The Shockwave comes out from Rookie already, and now TheShy is still alive. He lands a stun only on the PP God, and finally the bullet time comes out.
Potential bullet time ultimate, but and we immediately come back to Gala falling.
Yeah, Shanji with the ulti just takes him down underneath the turret. Now a numbers advantage for NIP, although Leave is low. TheShy in some trouble now as he was trying to go for a flank, has to pop the dominance, but it's just not enough. Leaves picks up another kill. They're going to burn down this mid lane tower. That's a big swing of things for Ninjas in Pyjamas. The 4v4 for at least for a little bit. Doinby targeted here by Mako, as in goes JJ as well with the Ixtal's impact. Shockwave finds two, but only onto Aki and PP God, and they don't die too quickly. The Otacon first takes down PP God. Teleport comes in from TheShy. He's looking to join the fight. Otacon at half HP, and now IG are the ones who are going to be able to control it.
Well, in IG in particular, they really have no reason to try and engage here, but they're going to look for it anyways.
Hey, why not? Here goes JJ. We're going to fight for the blue buff now. Aki pops the Zanyas early. He should be targeted. He uses the flash. Lilting Lullaby only lands onto one, and he burns before the sleep. He can't even connect. In comes Shanji, though, with the unstoppable onslaught. Will it be enough? There's the bullet time coming up for Gala. Not going to lock down a target just yet. Leave. Still untouched. He's got himself a double kill. Rookie going to try to lock down PP God. That will be the trade. Overall, 2 for 2 with Leave. Dragon now up and available, and could be for the taking if it's IG.
Yeah, it's so risky to try and find an opportunity to get in here, but we're going to see if it's made. PP God.
Immediate engage. TheShy just goes a little bit too far forward. TheShy is down. It's going to be matched here by the Impale. Only onto PP God. They will be able to take the rel down most likely, but there's not enough damage on him just yet. He's living for so long, and actually chunks Gala out a little bit in the meantime. Leave throwing out those rockets, and now is it a 4v4 support for top laner in favor of NIP in terms of the numbers and in terms of the strength currently on the board. So onto the Dragon they go. It's at 4,000
burning
HP.
down.
JJ has no way to get into the pit, and it's going to be secured here by NIP. And now they're looking for the fight. Leave dashes in on the Rookie, force him to use the Shockwave defensively, and the sleep will land onto 2. That's Gala going down. That's 4 kills for Ninjas in Pyjamas as Leaf picks himself up a double kill into Baron Nashor they go. By what NIP have to offer, and so with the Baron buff expired, it still is Shanji and the rest of NIP actually going forward, once again forcing the initiative and separating Rookie from the rest of the team. He's in a lot of trouble, but he is able to get the Shockwave in onto Doinby, followed up here by Mako. Bullet time though, not finding much, as Gala is just so exposed with the way that the team fight has now been set up. That's all the crucial ultimates down. PP God finds a big Magnet Storm, and now this is NIP's turn to go for a big play. Sleep lands onto JJ. Mako forced to low HP. Gala is down as Doinby picks up the kill. Leave is in trouble, but Leave will not fall as he'll get the kill onto TheShy, who tries to dash in on top of him. Mako will burn down, and that's the game. We are headed to a decider between NIP and IG.
Everything you've been leading up to, Graves, it all came to fruition in that team fight. The disconnect coming in from Invictus Gaming, not being able to play on the same front. Rookie immediately gets disconnected from the entire team as we see them tearing down the base here. Jeja has to go and save him, and that leaves Gala exposed. Looks like they are going to be able to pick up the kills here on Rookie and on Jeja. That's going to be the game for game number 2. Beautiful stuff from NIP. A lot of summoner spells, and it's heal burned by Mako as well. A lot of resources expended, and the play's not done.
He's got no flash, and he's got no life. It's Aki picking up first blood
with a really big CS lead.
early on in this one. It's 16 in their favor. Focused down by Shanji in the 1v1.
Oh,
Flash follows. Is that going to be enough to take him down? One more E should kill him. He heals up, but will smack him down with the Q, and he'll immediately teleport mid lane to join the fight. IG now going to be fighting a 4v5. They might have to give up this dragon up. That was entirely done by Shanji.
That is a gigantic play from Shanji. The Rift Herald going to get dropped. Just maybe is very confident in starting it basically on spawn. And no real answer, but we see a teleport coming in, potential flank.
Here's Rookie. He has a lot of damage here. He dashes underneath the turret, playing with his life because he knows it's just a false one that takes PP God down. JJ, remember still the Otacon revives available as Doinby throws out the stolen away Sejuani ulti, looking to do a little bit of damage here. Takes JJ down, which will send him back to base, and he will still be alive, but that will mean that he will be late to this dragon spawning. NIP still looking to scrap here. Doinby flashing forward here with the Abscond Abduct. PP God following up. NIP going wild here to try to find and engage. They could find another as Mako will drop, but it gets traded back as Aki is now dead. Just the false lives available, but NIP are running away with this one as Gala has to flash out. Everybody on IG will still just continue the split push. Teleport is going to be the answer here. The Baron's already taken down very low. Doinby over the wall. Who's going to go into the pit? It's going to be secured by JJ, and the fight has begun in earnest. Doinby steals away the quickness, going to try to just run away for now. 4-shot does not go onto a crucial target. Shanji hitting onto the TheShy. The ulti, the W, from Leave, not going to land. No kills just yet in this one, and a lot of key ultimates already have been used. Both sides are going to back off, and IG get away with highway robbery.
It's Baron 0 for 0. It's the dream scenario for Invictus Gaming. They're able to get
damage, I think, maybe the entirety for Shanji to find some more split pushing, but it's not going to be for a while, as the Baron buff is still in the hands of IG for the next 90 seconds. Aki's going to have to go for a play. Finds twisted advance onto Rookie. He has to go golden, uses the Emperor's Divide to push that IP away. And I think that should be it. The TheShy teleports in just for a little bit of a reinforcement. But the stolen Sejuani ultimate only finds Mako. Maiden will go down as IG will begin another push.
Yeah, that's so many resources burned by NIP, and just to keep them off for one wave, it's very difficult at this point to really imagine a world. And I know we haven't talked about it much, but that's an almost 80 CS lead for kills to 2, you know, a 2K gold lead. But as I say that,
they've already found the TheShy. He's forced to jump away. Now it is going to be another kill taken down as Mako will fall. Finally, the feat of warfare secured for Ninjas in Pyjamas.
Yeah, I mean, everything is all up and dandy for IG, so you're not too concerned. This isn't a game-throwing kind of mistake, but this one could be.
Again, caught out. This time TheShy doesn't have the flash,
my God.
and Leave will just shut him down. I don't know how he got caught out there once again, as now the curtain call is going to push Mako and Gala back. Tier 2 now going to be the focus.
Yeah, and it's not just Tier 2. Baron is spawning in 15 seconds. TheShy is down for 42. It's a 4v5 on the map right now, and NIP have full control over what they want to do here. They continue to push out the mid wave, but this Baron is theirs to determine what they want to do with. Absolutely. Hey, in 2 plays, we see Jeje and Aki, running into each other here. I don't imagine this turns into much more, although Aki could be by himself. He flashes over the wall, trying to get to Doinby.
Just trying to escape. He gets charmed up, though, as there comes JJ with the Glacial Prison. Gala and Rookie are here, dashing forward onto the Maokai. The tree will get cut down, and so that's one trade back that IG can be happy about. But they are facing off. But the curtain call is going to force IG back with the dragon spawning in 5 seconds. Once again, soul on the table for NIP if they can pick it up. They send Shanji with the Baron buff and the Maiden down the mid lane, and will instead look to try to just stop the recalls here for IG. Steal not in the works, as it will be the 3rd Infernal picked up for Invictus, but now they have to escape. JJ and Rookie dash over the wall. Mako falls with the grand exit, and now they're just going to try to stop the backs. Doinby chasing forward with the stolen away quickness. TheShy going to be the target, gets hit up by the Abscond Duck. Meanwhile, Shanji still hitting onto the mid lane inhibitor turret. Everybody on IG running for the hills, and NIP are looking to stop him right now. Deadly Flourish connects onto TheShy, and the Nidalee will get shut down. Inhibitor taken mid. Finally, Rookie able to get back to base, but NIP playing this macro beautifully, and now the bot lane inhibitor can be the next target.
Yeah, this is as perfectly played as you could possibly ask for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Rookie takes forever to get back into the base because at no point can he recall. It's a 4v5.
The ult is at half HP, gets crit up by Leave. Could this be the end of the game without a full team fight ever taking place? The first Nexus Tower is down. Shanji is still really big with the Maiden, not taking a single tick of damage so far. Finally, they will force the ultimate down, and NIP will have to walk away, but they do take the entirety of a Nexus turret, and it seems like they're not done yet.
Back.
Leave looking to try to shut down JJ. One more 4-shot might be able to take him down. He goes back into the fountain. There comes the Azir turret, going to try to keep IG's base alive. They have not gone for the fight. They will have to pull the trigger at some point. Finally, they do. Doinby will shove JJ back. Mako dashes away. Still not going to die. The Nexus is exposed. And I think can just hit it. They could just win the series right here, right now. Rookie dashing forward. TheShy is respawned. Glacial Prison goes wide. And now here comes TheShy.
Mako!
Knockup lands in. Doinby will fall. And IG will hold the line. On that right around that bush.
Yeah, this is such a scary situation for Invictus because one wrong move, one pick off, and the game is over. Jeje is going to have to be the only one who can walk up here, but the ult's going to go wide.
It hits my fridge. Deadly Flourish goes in onto the Sejuani. JJ goes down. It's a shutdown picked up for Leave. And now Gala is going to try to do some work here. Knockup gets canceled. Shanji picks up the kill. And IG might be cooked here in this team fight. TheShy is down. Only Rookie's alive. And there's no way he can 1v5 this one. He's going to try to clear out the wave using the Emperor's Divide. But it is sure to cost him his life. He will fall. The kill goes over to Leave. 720 gold, just the icing on top of the cake as NIP. I think they have done it. A wave is pushing in on the bot side. Both Nexus towers have a respawn, but the death timers are far too long. This is sure to be it.
This is a gigantic victory for Ninjas in Pyjamas. Look at the expression of Doinby. Look at the expression of Leave. Everyone on Ninjas in Pyjamas, you can see just how much this means to them, but they're stuck in base right now. They need to wait for some time there, but the Nexus is eventually going to get exposed.